Welcome back, everybody. Just wanted to give y'all a new fresh live trading update here. Since the last time we spoke, last Friday, I guess it was, I was talking about some setups, waiting for a pullback on Bitcoin. We got that pullback. I reloaded some positions. So I went long on Mara just now, so I'm down a little bit on that one, but I like this pullback setup here. Let me show you what I'm seeing. So this is a daily chart. Let's stretch that out so y'all can really see this. So most people know about the golden cross. That's when the 50 exponential crosses to the upside of the 200 moving average. I like to use the silver cross because this one happens earlier, and that's when the 21 crosses this green. I've set mine to a 55. You get less fake outs that way with the green 55. Okay, but just like I said in some of my beginning, if you haven't watched my beginner trading series and you want to check out some beginner techniques and some simple techniques to use, when you have a breakout like this and then you have these big crosses that are coming in, right? The silver cross, a lot of times you get a pullback into this cross. Okay, so I exited some trades up here. I told y'all last week I'd be waiting for a pullback. Remember, patience is very key to profitability. I read this thesis from, I think he's one of the best traders in the world. His name's Lance Greenstein or something like that. This guy put out this thesis on the right side of the V, and that really hit with me. And, and the thesis is basically like, let's say you buy right here or buy right here, right? Isn't it a lot easier to buy right here on the right side of the V, right? This is the V. So it got me to think, like, quit trying to buy these pullbacks. Wait until it puts in a little bottom. So I get in here after it looks like it's bouncing here, right? To make sure we don't get a failure point here. I used to just buy aimlessly, but I like, this is a failure point. If it broke down, I'd get out. But still, I kind of like this new strategy a little bit better and just buy the right side of the V. So that's what I'm looking to do. I was waiting on that pullback, got in that position, so I'm down on that one a little bit. I was able to get into HUT 8 and Clean Spark a little bit earlier, so those positions are already up pretty good. I'm liking those, and I'm going to let these things run. Let's go for, let me go to this crypto sector. I'm mainly trading crypto stocks right now. The reason why is because that's what I've been trading over the last several years. So I've just been trading crypto. Haven't been trading much stocks. So as I ease back into stocks, I really want to grow this account. That's my main goal, is to make money, right? I don't do this for fun. I do this to make money. So at the end of the day, I need to trade what I'm best at, and that's these crypto. So I know Bitcoin pretty well. I've studied it for years now, and I have the moves down. I feel a little more comfortable with them, I guess I'd say. I don't know the future. Nobody does. But what we're seeing here, I'm going to go through these charts. Let's go. So Marathon, I'm looking for a pretty big breakout here, to be honest with you. And I don't normally go for big breakout trades like this, but let me show you what I'm looking at here. Back in August, Marathon peaked up here around 17,000. I mean, 17, 18 bucks, right? So we peaked around $18. So what I want to see is, where was Bitcoin right here? I know where it was, but on 8/11. It's right when we had popped into 25,000. Here's August. August 11th, Bitcoin was 24,700. Right now, Bitcoin's at 23,580. Right? So what's going to happen here? This is a good reconsolidation with higher lows. You notice this low is higher than this low, right? So you got a slight uptrend, so I drew this channel in here to help me visualize what's going on here. But I do believe we're going to break out to the upside. You see when this low was put in, this RSI was much lower than when this low was put in right here. So that puts in some bullish divergence there. So most likely a move to the upside. But what I'm really looking at is this weekly is in a straight uptrend after very long consolidation. The longest that we've stayed under here. And it was ready for a breakout, right? So I figured the move would be very strong off of this. I believe it's going to continue. The monthly just closed. And yesterday, right? Today's February 1st, so the monthly just closed. And we got our first cross to the upside on the monthly Stokes. So what I can do is, let's put in a little vertical line here to show what happened after that. What happened after that in the past? I already know what happened. But this was like January, okay? This month, Bitcoin's high was 5,650, right? The next month, it broke through this infamous 6K level that really everybody thought was holding as support. Eventually, this level broke. Here, let me blow this up so you can see. You know, this is what happened. 2017, Bitcoin ran up to 20,000, dumped back down. Well, it kept bottoming out around this $6,000 level all year in 2018. And then at the end of 2018, boom, breaks through it. Puts in a couple months of sideways at the bottom. Then starts to trend up. And then, boom, you get this tick up here. And that caused the monthly Stoke to cross to the upside for the first time in like basically a year, over a year. And then what resulted afterwards was a rather large move. And this happened multiple times in history. 163% move after that. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here, but what I'm saying is after you've had a long bear market trend in one direction, basically straight down for over a year. And then we finally put in this candle and we get this cross to the upside. I'm expecting continuation. And this rally could run all the way to 30. Honestly, it could run to 40,000 plus, but that's just how Bitcoin rolls sometimes. But I'm not looking for gains that big, but I am at least looking for this to break above 25,000 in this run. And maybe it gets to 28, 30, 32, somewhere around there, and then has another pullback. But generally, what you'll see is you get some continuation after this big turnaround because big players are starting to realize that the market could be taking a turn for the better. And as we see, Bitcoin's just absolutely ripping today. Look at this. Had everybody bearish. I saw all the memes on Twitter. Everybody said it's over. It's going to break down. And then, you know, people are scared. Powell's going to do a 50 basis point rate hike. There's a really simple tool you can use to see, to calculate pretty good with high accuracy. What's the Federal Reserve going to do? You just go to the CME group, CME Fed Watch tool. You can Google it. So for that meeting, there was like a 98% chance he was going to do a quarter point rate hike, which we knew. So he just raised a quarter point. Now, this is pretty crazy right here. Now, this is just literally the same day he hiked. This is saying that he doesn't hike the rates next month in March. I would be really surprised if that happened. I think he's going to do another quarter point rate hike, personally. Um, so I think this is going to change. And then there's even a 14% chance he cuts. Like, that's not going to happen. He just said he's not going to cut. But either way, what he was saying is inflation's slowing down, so there's no longer the need for the rapid pace of rate hikes. That's a change in momentum from what the market's been hearing for the last, a year. Actually, he hiked in February, started the aggressive rate hike cycle in February 2022. So 1 year ago today. So they're almost done hiking rates. We expect the market to turn around. What's been beaten down the most? The NASDAQ, Bitcoin, your tech stuff, right? What's been soaring? Oil, commodities, value stocks, staples, stuff like that. That's what's done good all year. Where's my oil at? Look what happened when it turned. Look at oil's dumping. I bet the dollar's going down. Look at that dollar. Dollar's dumping. Man, I've been calling this like pretty dang good. Not tooting my own horn, but man, been on the money here. I don't expect this to break through. It could, but the dollar goes down slow. Normally, you probably get a little bounce here, but as you can see, the dollar is making a new low right now. So that's pretty amazing. Now, some people don't like the dollar to go down. If you sit in dollars, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you want to sit in dollars all the time. You definitely want to go into dollars sometimes, but then you need to look at opportunities and look at, getting into real estate, getting into stocks, things like that, that you can trade and make money with. Because the declining dollar value is impossible to stop. Right? It's built into our system. They have a 2% inflation target, meaning they want your dollar to be worth 98 cents at the end of the year. That's their target. So you need to be investing to outpace inflation. The stock market does that. Bitcoin does that. Bitcoin's my favorite, and real estate. Real estate's probably my favorite just because it's tangible. But real estate outpaces inflation, stock market, and Bitcoin now. Bitcoin's a newer asset class, so it's a lot more volatile, but I just love it. But either way, that's the things I'm looking at. Looking at this 10-year drop down, I love that because I'm a mortgage lender. So what I'm wanting to see is this 3.37 break. Do we have enough to do that right now? I'm not sure, but this is good to see. Saw it rallying back up. I had a client today tell me she wanted me to lock her in. Hurry up, hurry up. I waited, and now rates are going to be lower. She's going to be pleasantly surprised, but I'm going to lock it when I get off this video. But either way, those are my trading updates. I'm not really watching this because I'm not looking to day trade this. I honestly think I'll be able to swing this and have much larger gains. For this, I'm looking for some resistance around here. I will exit around there, although I do think it's going to run to here, up to 18. I think we might have pull back around here, maybe pull back to like this $9, $10 area. Here's another little area here. See consolidation around $10. So maybe exit around 1170, something like that. We'll see where that 200 is at that time. And we'll also see how much strength Bitcoin's doing. But I'm looking to exit this one around there. HUT 8, the target is not far away. This purple 200 is at $2.43. So looking to exit around there. And then what's this other position I'm in? Clean Spark. This one's been doing pretty good, but this one's target's pretty far away still. So I think I'll run this one up to 4.5, somewhere around there. You've got this high here too. But as you can see, in August, when Bitcoin hit 25K, this thing was at 660. So that's what gives me a ton of confidence with these minor stock trades. These things are going to run. Bitcoin's low is in. Bitcoin doesn't go lower once it turns around on the monthly. Never has before. Bounced off of the same area. Accumulation distribution indicator. There's some other indicators, some paid trading indicators, like the Jewel, Crown Jewel. That thing is flashing white for the first time in a year. Every time it does this, the macro bottom is in for Bitcoin. So the bottom's in. Best strategy to do at this point is don't chase the run. Just be patient and wait for a pullback. You can get a good entry on Bitcoin. It's been pulling back to like that 382. That's going to be a strong pullback. So what you do is you throw this fib on, go from the bottom to the top. What you're going to look for is a pullback to the 382. That's why I had this box here. The top just got higher recently, so I didn't redo this box. But I actually don't think it's going to pull back right now. I think it's going to keep running, so you'll have to redo this. But whenever it puts in its high, you know, what's it going to be at 25,000, and then it pulls back? Well, then you're going to know where your buy targets are, right? For me, I'm looking to buy the 382. The 382, if we go to 25,200, right where this top is here, 382 is going to be around 21,800. This would be a great area to enter into some longs, in my opinion. If it dips a little bit below that, okay, buy a little more. Maybe your blue box doesn't change much. For me, it's not going to change. I'm still going to look to buy the 382. If we keep running up here to this 28,000, your 382 is 23,700, basically exactly where price is right now. But like I said, the right side of the V, you don't want to be chasing this up like this. If you missed it, don't chase it. You got to buy pullbacks. Can that work and you make this work for you? Yes, but I would at least wait for a daily to close over our previous high here, right at like 23,800. If you see the daily close over 23,800, I think we'll get some immediate. I think we're going to continue quickly after that. Honestly, I think over the rest of this week, we're probably going to get to 25,000 in the next several days. I think it's going to rip pretty quickly, but that's not my trading style. I don't like to. I'm not a breakout trader. If it broke out and I wasn't in position, I would not buy. It's just because too many times this happens. I thought this was the breakout, right? Before I had this channel drawn, it was more like I had it like this. And then once we broke out here, I thought this was the breakout. But what happens? Boom, they shoved it right back down. That's why I'm not a breakout trader right there. So then I extended my channel up here. Now, you know, I want to see it daily close over here. Confirmation close over 24, 100, something like that. And then I think we'll get some continuation of 2,500. But I do think this is going to happen pretty rapidly, personally. But I don't trade my opinion. I trade the charts and I trade technical analysis. And that's what gives me the edge to continue growing my accounts. I think last we checked, this account was like 31,000. So we're up another few grand, 2,000 or so just since last Friday. So like I said, I'm going to be totally transparent with this account. I started it with $25,000 and we're up to 33. So we're up $8,500 in, you know, a month and a day. Profit and loss is at 41%. And then here's your Dow Jones. If you just buy the stock market indexes or the Dow, something like that, there's your return. So my goal is to show you how trading can far outpace that slow, boring investing that everybody does. S&P 500, we're outpacing that. NASDAQ, we're outpacing that too. So I just want to stay ahead of the markets personally, and that's all you can hope to do is stay ahead. The goal for this account is to make $100,000 this year. So started with 25. I want this net account value to be at $125,000 by December, so I can prove to everybody it doesn't take a lot of money to make a lot of money, and then we'll go from there. So one day at a time. I will have setbacks. I do have losses. You see that day I took $1,000 loss just the other day. What was that? Monday? Yeah, Monday. I took $1,000 loss on Monday, but then what? We backed it up with $1,000 gain, and then today looks like we're up $2,000. So, yeah, not bad. We've been on a roll. Like I said, there's no way to avoid these red days. Absolutely impossible. The key is to not let your red days be your biggest days. Make sure that you have more green days than red, and make sure that your green days are bigger than your red days. It's pretty much that simple. You got to cut your losses. When you're losing, admit you're wrong, cut your losses. And other than that, have fun out there. Oh, a sector I am starting to watch is AI, artificial intelligence. That chat GPT thing that Microsoft bought is pretty awesome. I played around with it, and it does some pretty crazy stuff. Like you could write articles with it, make songs. Like this thing is really amazing. It took the bar in New York and passed it. It took the medical exam, it passed it. This thing is pretty incredible. So I think AI is probably going to be the next big thing over the next decade. So I want to research what are going to be some good AI plays. What are the companies that are key artificial intelligence leaders in their sector? Because think about it, there's going to be artificial intelligence uh, grocery ordering. Probably Amazon will dominate that. There's going to be artificial intelligence, uh, physical robots that can do things. And then there's going to be things like Chat GPT that are just writing. There might be artificial intelligence imaging that can make pictures and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really going to be looking into who are the leaders in each of these industries and sectors, and maybe get some good long-term positions for that. But thank you very much for joining me today. Hope y'all have an awesome day. Stay vigilant. And if you need any help trading, go back to my Trading Basics series in YouTube. And please like and subscribe if you find this valuable. Share it with your friends if they're trading and they're looking for an edge. 90% of traders lose money. I want to show you how to win. So check it out, like and subscribe. Other than that, man, have an awesome day. I really appreciate y'all. Take care.